morning, class. So we are revising our syllabus now. So we are going to start from the very first chapter, that is business environment. Business environment is the working atmosphere, the criteria, the surroundings in which a business operates. It has main two parts, micro and macro environment. First of all, an outline to the chapter. Concept and importance of business environment, meaning and features of business environment, dimensions of business environment, microenvironment covering its internal and external factors, macroenvironment, the meaning and components of economic, social, technological, political and legal and macroenvironment, and SWOT analysis, a basic understanding of different strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. By doing this chapter, you will be able to learn how to provide knowledge of the environment in which business operate, to provide the economic, operational and financial framework with particular application to the transaction of business, to understand the different environment in the business climate, to give students understanding about the various constituents of global business environment, to analyze the overall business environment and evaluate its various components. Okay, now we have two boys named Naman and Govind. They, after finishing their graduation under the vocational stream, decide to start their own travel agency, which was to book rail tickets and air tickets on commission basis. Like we have various online travel agencies, GoIbibo, Cox and Kings, Thomas Cook, Make My Trip, Expedia and many more. They also thought of providing tickets within 10 minutes through the use of internet. They discussed the idea with their professor, Mr. Mehta, who liked the idea and suggested them to first analyze the business environment. Business environment consists of investors. Now, who are investors? Let me explain you with the help of an example. The target group, like householders with income of $1 lakh and over, travel agents and professionals with an established client base, particularly in the luxury market, corporations, civic groups and non-profit organizations. They are interested in incentives, retreats, field trips and fundraisers. So all these are what? These are investors. Business environment also comprises of competitors. Now let us understand what are the various examples which can be treated as competitors: social media, reputation management, decline of high street travel agents, popularity of sharing economies and peer-to-peer travel, importance of voice search, Google's monopoly of the online travel space. So these can be the various competitors which Naman and Govind has to face. Now, Naman and Govind, when talk about the World Travel and Tourism Council, they have warned the COVID-19 pandemic could cut 50 million jobs worldwide in the travel and tourism industry. Asia is expected to be the worst affected. Once the outbreak is over, it could take up to 10 months for the industry, which industry? Traveling industry, to recover. So, when due to COVID-19, see here, like C is cost cutting, O is orderliness, V is virtualization, I integration and D domestication. When we talk about cost cutting, it means institute cost cutting measures. Orderliness, that is ensuring orderliness in sanitation, health, safety and operational procedures. Virtualization, develop online presence and leverage technology. Integration, integrate efforts with other hotels and destination stakeholders. Domestication, tap into the domestic market. So these are the various strategies in which hotels, if followed, only then they can survive. These all strategies constitute economic factors, which includes economic growth, exchange rates, inflation rate, interest rate. These economic factors that may affect the business directly or indirectly. Now, to frame laws to solve issues like air pollution, poor management of waste, growing water scarcity, falling groundwater tables, water pollution, preservation and quality of forest, biodiversity loss and soil degradation, land degradation. So these are some major environmental issues India faces today. Other forces like social, political. So first of all, we'll talk about political factors. They relate to how the government intervenes in the economy. Specifically, political factors have areas including tax policy, labor law, environmental law, trade restrictions, tariffs, and political stability. Political stability. Next, most important examples in the business environment is technical solutions for the tourism industries. So what can be those solutions? We can have mobile technology, augmented reality, Internet of Things, virtual assistants, big data, blockchain, 5G. Okay, first of all, we'll talk about mobile technology. We all know that mobile technology keeps on improving every day. A new feature is added in the mobile phones, and a new model of different companies are speeding up in the market. Then we'll talk about augmented reality like Oriel Makeup app, Weather Channel Studio Effects. These are some examples of augmented reality. Then is IoT, that is Internet of Things, ultra high speed wireless internet, biometric cyber security scanners. These are some examples of Internet of Things. Then if we talk about Amazon's Alexa, Google Now, Microsoft Cortana, these are virtual assistants. Next improvement is like when we go outside, so we can have live road mapping for autonomous vehicles. It's an example of big data. Then we all listen to the music, so we go for Spotify, we use Bitcoin. So these are examples of blockchain. Then we all know we have been shifting from 2G to 3G. Now we are using 4G networks, and 5G network is also taking place. So there is a shift in the consumer preferences that were taking place, and hence they should be aware of the environmental trends and changes which may hinder their business performance. This alignment of business operations with the business environment will result in better performance. Now, the next one, we have individuals like personnel which work with us. We have institutions like competitors and strategists. Other forces like government policies and natural disasters. They are outside the control of the business enterprise, but that may affect its performance. For example, it can reduce sales turnover. So business environment is the sum total of all individuals, institutions, other forces that are outside the control of business enterprise, but that may affect its performance. It is a combination of two words, business plus enterprise. Business means it represents the organized efforts of the enterprise to supply goods and services to the consumers. Environment means the factors which can lead to opportunities for or threats to the firm. The business environment compasses all conditions, circumstances, and influence surrounding which affecting the development of an organization. With changes in the consumption habits of the people, Nilesh, who was running a sweet shop, shifted to the chocolate business. On the eve of Diwali, he offered chocolates in attractive packages at reasonable prices. He anticipated huge demand and created a website, chocolove.com, for taking orders online. He got a lot of orders online and earned huge profits. The definition of business environment means all of the internal and external factors that affect how the company functions, including employees, customers, management, supply, and demand regulations. For example, Business environment should be like that how well customer expectations can be met out. Now, let us talk about the features of business environment. For example, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, they got permission to set up their business in India. So it was an opportunity for them and threat for local manufacturers. Local manufacturers like Gold Sport, Campa Cola, etc. It's a threat for them to enter into the totality of external forces. So business environment includes everything which is outside the organization. If we add all these forces, they will form a business environment. We know that a business comprises of suppliers, customers, investors, competitors, financiers. All these persons taken together can be regarded as specific forces of business. These are those forces which are directly affecting the operational activities of the business enterprise. Now, if we talk about the prevailing economic, social, political, legal and technological conditions which affects a business, they will be considered as general forces because they affect all types of business altogether. So these are the forces which indirectly affect the functioning of business enterprises. Now, we know that life expectancy of people has decreased these days. It can be increased by creating awareness of health consciousness, and this awareness has increased the demand for many health products like Diet Coke, olive oil and so many other health products. So this kind of awareness, life expectancy, these are related forces, these are interrelated. Different forces of business environment are interrelated to each other. One component of the business environment affects the functioning of other components. With the entry of Patanjali, many established companies in the FMCG, that is fast moving consumer goods sector, they are focusing on producing goods with natural ingredients. Now it's not only Patanjali, many companies are entering, they are using natural organic ingredients so as to compete with this brand. So we can say that business environment is dynamic, it is flexible in nature, it keeps on changing in terms of technological improvement, shift in consumer preferences, entry of new competition in the market. There has been a sharp decline in the prices of Android smartphones due to the entry of many new companies. Earlier, buying of Android smartphones is very costly. But due to the entry of many companies, these days it's not that difficult. Any person can afford the same. So this creates uncertainty. The changes in the business environment cannot be predicted accurately because of future uncertainties. It is very difficult to predict the changes in the economic and social environment. Increase in goods and service tax to 15% would increase the revenue of the government, which would help the government to improve social being of people and reduce the personal disposable income of rich people and thereby controlling inflation. Inflation is rise in prices. So understanding the business environment comprises of complexity. It has many forces which are interrelated, which are flexible, but they are difficult to understand. This complexity, this complex nature of business environment can be understood if we study it in parts. In China, the electricity to the industry is provided at cheaper rates as the consumption increases and hence it leads to mass production. Whereas in India, it is otherwise higher consumption of electricity which leads to costly electricity which results in lower production and higher cost of production. So business environment differs from place to place, region to region and country to country. So it is relative in nature. Now the next main part is learning about the importance of business environment. Just like us, business operations do not survive in confinement. Every enterprise is not an island to itself. It subsists, endures, and develops within the circumstances of the part and forces of its situation. While an individual enterprise is able to do minute to change or manage these forces, it has no choice to reacting or modifying according to them. Good knowledge of the environment by business managers allows them not only to recognize and assess but also to respond to the forces outside to their enterprises. The significance of the business environment and its perception by managers can be understood if we contemplate the below mentioned following points. First of all, let us take an example of Airtel. It identified the need for fast internet and took first mover advantage by providing 4G speed to its user, followed by Vodafone and Idea also. Asian Paints lost market share to Nerolac because it failed to match its technology. So we can say here, business environment helps the business to identify opportunities and making first mover advantage. The environment provides numerous opportunities and it is necessary to identify the opportunities to improve the performance of a business. Early identification gives an opportunity to an enterprise be the first to identify opportunity instead of losing them to competitors. Patanjali products have become a warning signal to the other FMCG sectors. Chinese mobile phones, they have become a threat for Indian mobile phone manufacturers. So business environment helps the firm identify threats and early warning signals. Business environment helps in understanding the threats which are likely to happen in the future. Environmental awareness can help managers identify various threats on time and serve as an early warning signal. Similarly, if an Indian firm finds that a foreign multinational is entering the Indian market with new substitutes, it needs to prepare accordingly. With the demand for the latest technology, manufacturers will tap the resources from the environment to manufacture LED TVs, smart TVs, rather than collecting resources for color and black and white TVs. Business environment is helpful in tapping useful resources. Business and industry avail the resources, inputs from the environment and convert them into usable products, outputs and provide to society. The environment provides various inputs or resources like finance, machine, raw material, power and water, labor, etc. Business enterprise provides output such as goods and service to the customers, payment of taxes to the government, to investors and so on. It helps in coping with rapid changes. For example, Jack Ma started Alibaba, an online shopping app, as he could see the potential of interest of customers in electronic commerce, that is online trading. So business environment is changing very rapidly. It helps in coping with rapid changes. Industry is getting affected by changing market conditions. Turbulent market environment, less brand loyalty, division of markets, changes in fashions, more demanding customers, and global competition. They are some examples of changing in the business environment. If we talk about the various Chinese phones like Vivo, Xiaomi, Oppo, etc., they have posed a threat to the local players like Micromax, Carbon, Lava, etc., to think afresh how to deal with the situation. So business environment helps in assisting in planning and policy formulation. The business environment brings both threats and opportunities to a business. Awareness of business environment helps in deciding future planning or decision making. Apple, a very renowned company, It has been successful in maintaining its market share due to its proper understanding of the environment and making suitable innovations in its products. Environmental studies reveal that the success of any enterprise is closely bound with the changes in the environment. The enterprises which monitor and adopt suitable business practices not only improve their performance but become leaders in the industry also. Business environment comprises of two parts, microenvironment and macroenvironment. Under the micro study, we will learn about suppliers, customers, intermediaries, competitors, and general public. Under microenvironment factors, we will learn about political, economic, social, technological, ecological, and legal aspects. Business environment basically comprises of two parts, internal and external environment. Now, external environment revolves around political, economic, social, and technological information. Next main is dimensions of business environment. Dimensions or the agents forming the business environment involve economic, social, legal, technological, and political circumstances which are contemplated properly for decision making and enhancing the achievement of the trading concern. In distinction to the precise environment, these aspects manifest the prevailing environment which often affects many companies at the same time. However, the administration of every business can profit from being informed of these dimensions rather than being unbiased in them. A concise argument of the multiple factors comprising the global environment of the company is provided below. First of all, we will talk about the labor laws. These are followed by the companies, and these laws help the companies to keep them away from fines and penalties. So what does it mean? It comprises legal environment. Legal environment includes various laws passed by the government, administrative orders issued by the government authorities, court judgments, as well as decisions rendered by the central, state, or local governments. Understanding of legal knowledge is a prerequisite for the smooth functioning of business and industry. Understanding the legal environment by business houses help them not to fall in a legal tangle. The legal environment includes various laws like Companies Act 2013, Consumer Protection Act 1986, policies relating to licensing and approvals, policies relating to foreign trade, etc. Political stability and central government attitude towards business, industry, and employment has attracted many national and international business entrepreneurs, businessmen to invest in India. It is all due to the political environment, which means that the actions were taken by the government which potentially affect the routine activities of every business house or company on a domestic level and also at the global level. The success of business and industry depends on the government's attitude towards the business and industry. It comprises of stability of government and also develop peace in the country. Now, when we talk about the income, there is a rise in the disposable income of people due to a decrease in tax rates. When tax rates reduces, disposable income increases. So in every country, if tax rate reduces and disposable income increases, there will be more demand for products. So hence, an economic environment is created. This economic environment consists of economic system, economic policies, economic conditions prevailing in a country. Interest rates, taxes, inflation, stock market indices, value of rupee, personal disposable income, unemployment rates, etc. These are the factors which affect the economic environment. Next we have social environment. Social environment consists of social forces like traditions, values, trends, levels of education, the standard of living, etc. All these forces have a vast impact on business. Now let us learn about all these forces separately. First we'll talk about tradition. Traditions like these days Diwali is approaching. We have festivals like Eid, Christmas, Ugadi. So all the social practices which are lasting for many decades, they are known as traditions. Festival provides opportunities for various business houses. They have more demand. They are creating more demand. So this is the impact of society. When you are in the society, you need social justice, equality of opportunity, non-discriminatory practices. So these are moral principles which prevail in the society, and these can be freedom of choice in the market. What is the impact of values? So when values are followed, organizations believe in values and they maintain a good reputation in the society and find ease in selling their products. Next is social trends. It refers to a general change or development in the society, such as health trend, fitness trend among urban dwellers. So what is the result of such social trends? It has created demand for gyms, mineral water, etc. Next is technological environment. E-commerce has changed the scenario of doing the business, buying goods and availing services at the click of a mouse or through mobile. And Digital India initiative by the government and move toward a paperless society. Technological environment consists of scientific improvements and innovations which provide new ways of producing goods, rendering service, new methods and techniques to operate a business. It is very important for a firm to understand the level of scientific achievements of a particular economy before introducing its products. Technological compatibility of products also derives the demand for manufactured products by a company. Next, we can see here that microenvironment consists of customer, supplier, competitors, marketing, intermediaries, public. So competitors, they have a cutthroat competition with each other. In suppliers, we have to deal with them with due care and intelligence. Customers are the market king. They are the one who decide the business environment will progress or not. We have many intermediaries involved like agents, brokers, wholesalers, retailers who are indulged in creating the business environment. Then the most important are shareholders and employees, but the society is highly impacted by the use of media. So here we can say that the one who is involved in such activities are comprising the micro environment. So when we talk about the micro environment, it comprises of various parts. So this is the way we have to do the concept of micro environment, which consists of competitors, suppliers, customers, intermediaries, shareholders, employees and the different sources of media. Let us take an example. In the event of economic downfall or financial emergency in a nation, demand and supply of any commodity is hard to hit. This in turn affects business profits and bring down its prospects. A similar scenario is also possible when suppliers or the supply chain technology of a product gets hampered. As a result, products become inaccessible to the consumers. This certainly threatens the technological and to some extent the demographic environment. Therefore, to stand apart in any commercial venture, marketing managers need to understand the significance of each of these components and work towards maintaining a proper balance between the two environments. Which are these two environments? Micro and macro environment. Now, the first one is micro environment. Micro is the outsiders which are related with the business. They comprises the micro part. like customers, consumers, competitors, full organization, market, suppliers, intermediaries, they all are taken together and they all form micro environment. So it is the operating environment of the firm. This is because the functioning of the micro environment has a direct and immediate bearing on the company. They are more interlinked with the company than macro environmental factors. So let us take a look at some of the most important and common elements of microenvironment. These elements are different for different organizations, but the following ones are usually found in almost all companies. For example, a lawyer has clients. When a customer buys something, the seller immediately focuses on the next one. So, when we say that a lawyer has clients, it means it has customers. The main purpose for existence of most organizations is to satisfy the need and wants of the consumer. The enterprise aims to please the customer and earn a profit in return. So the ultimate aim is to provide the best products, services to the customer at the best prices. Failure to do so may result in the failure of the business. This is why it has become increasingly important to listen to the customers and value their feedback. This is why customer consumer surveys have increasingly important in today's markets. We must have listened about DHL, FedEx, FedExpress, OnePlus and Apple, Burger King and Taco Bell. So these are what? These are companies related in a single product line, but they are business rivals. They are competitors. So there are no pure monopolies in the world. Every organization, whether big or small, has competition and competitors. So the company has to keep a constant check on their competitors. The company must ensure that their products must have a USP, that is unique selling point, that makes them different and unique in the market. The products offered must be better and cheaper than those of the competition. Suppose there is a retail company who hires 10 seasonal employees to cover the increase in business during peak seasons. Let me take an example of R-Mart, Reliance company. They have a outlet, Reliance Mart. So these days they have hired 10 more employees because season is there. More and more number of employees are visiting, and to cover the business this season, this season is a peak season for them. So they have hired more 10 people, and who are those 10 people? They are employees of the business. They are seasonal employees. So employees or labor is one of the most important factor of production for a company. Human resources are a significant factor in the success or failure of a firm. Hence, employing the correct people best suited to your firm is of vital importance. And training and development of these employees is also essential. If care is not taken in this matter, the organization can never succeed, because employees are the backbone of every organization. Someone who owns stock in Apple company is an example of a shareholder. Not exactly Apple company, in other companies also, like in Reliance, Tata, Aditya Birla Group, different companies. If you own your capital there, that means you are a shareholder. So a shareholder invests in the company, but they are not merely investors. They own shares of a company, so they are actually owners of the company in a way. This means they get a say in the running of a company. Shareholders will also demand a return on their investment. So it is the company's duty to earn profits and pass on this benefits to the shareholders. They have to create wealth for these shareholders to keep their interest, dividends, and also have to be paid. So the company must find the right balance between the health of the company and the benefits to the shareholders. Suppose if the company has a falling out with one raw material supplier, it could delay their whole production process by days. So who is the person who was giving raw material? That was the supplier. Supplier is a very important component of business environment. They provide the firm with the materials and factors of production they need to run the business. The relationship between the company and the suppliers is a power equation. Both depend on each other for their survival. So it is necessary for the company to have healthy and amicable relations with their suppliers. This is essential for the smooth running of the organization. For example, companies often launch free sample products for all or organize seminars, company organ in the media, they have press releases. Many times they invest in community development like building sanitation units, or they can be indulged in public service. They also come up with environmental reports. By doing so, they earn a goodwill in the market and enjoy the trust and faith of not only their customers but also of the common public, including environmentalists, media, consumer protection activists, and other social groups prevalent in their region of operation. Every company is going to need media to promote their brand and market their products. So it is necessary that the company maintain their relationship and their status quo with the media. Any negative coverage in the media can lead to huge losses for the company. This is why companies hire PR managers to help them use the media to a positive effect. Now we know we have listed down all the micro factors. First one is customer. So let us summarize them. Customer is one who pays to acquire the product. Then we have organization, which comprises of owners, board of directors, and employees. Next most important is market, which is price sensitive, which aims at market maturity, and it is mainly based on the cost structure of a company. Intermediaries act as a bridge between the manufacturer and the marketer. Competitors are those entities that compete for resources as well as markets. Suppliers with their bargaining power affect the cost structure. Okay, now let us do an analysis. So you can see and pick. Can anyone guess who is this? This is Vihan Khatri. He's 28 years old and he lived in Kolkata. From here, from this study, workers like him who are fed up of working every day from morning until night for a measly wage. So we can remember here, by doing a SWOT analysis, by doing a business analysis, life has completely changed for him. Vihan Khatri, who lived in Kolkata, he worked at the car wash and barely had enough to feed his family. His parents lived in poverty and he never went to university. But when he got married, his daughter was born, he started getting into serious financial problems and permanent debt burden. What to do? He had no idea. The debts were mounting, but he couldn't quit the job because it was his only source of income. This was one of his weakness, that he don't want to quit the job. He was always amazed how young people could earn so much money. Then he came to know about binary options. So here he has an opportunity. He started analyzing about his strengths and weaknesses, that how to make money on binary options. A month passed. During the day, he would work at the car wash, and by night he would read dozens of forums to understand to use binary options. This was his strength. His strong determination was his strength. Then he come to know then that the binary options is like betting, where he can bet, he can add, he may lose. So he started learning about it. He opened a demo account for $10,000 using virtual money as well as providing free instructions. He still didn't know how to work with binary options and didn't even want to invest his own money. He was having very less money and he didn't want to invest his own money. This was his weakness. After 2-3 weeks passed, he knew that he had $10,000 in his virtual account. Only problem was that there were some algorithms on the screen, but he could not actually withdraw any cash. This was his weakness. That was when he decided to invest $100 in his account. He wants to grab the opportunity this time. So he didn't trust some of the internet web pages and he didn't want to risk too much. He was in threat. He was in fear. He was he was scared that he may lose $100. When he invested, he first earned $153. All day he was at car wash, but he was thinking of the binary options only. It was one of his strengths. As soon as he got back home, he sat down on the computer, but tiredness got the better of him. Though he worked hard, so he became tired also. This was his weakness. He didn't dare trade using large sums of money. This was his threat. So this didn't stop him from trading through. And he always keep on playing. This determination makes out his strength. So what is SWOT analysis? SWOT means S stands for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunities, and T for threats. SWOT analysis is the examination of one or one's organization's situation by looking at its strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats, like we have just seen in the case of Vihan Khatri. SWOT analysis is, however, equally useful on a personal level as a way to identify areas for development and as a part of career discussions. So here we can conclude that there are many factors which affect the micro and macro business environment of companies. Companies can take immediate actions with respect to internal factors, change them when necessary, such as production, marketing strategy, etc. However, companies cannot act directly on external factors. So what we can conclude here, environmental factors have an important impact on the business. These factors affect a business a lot. The environmental factors are never stable and can change quickly. These factors also help in analyzing the changes and implementing them in the business. So, in this particular presentation, we have covered the topics of business environment, objectives of business, environmental analysis and its goals, forces operating in business environment, a relationship between organization and environment, the problems faced by the different business houses prevailing in the environment, features of business environment, components of business environment, and a concluding extract. Now it's a time where you can examine yourself. So first we have cross questions. Identify the different dimensions of different business environment. Suppose first situation, court passed an order that all schools must have water purifier for the school children. Society in general is more concerned about the quality of life. Innovative techniques are being developed to manufacture water purifier at competitive rates. Incomes are rising and children at home are also drinking purified water. The water is also showing positive attitude towards the water purifier business. The court passed an order to ban polythene bags as these bags are creating many environmental problems which affect the life of people in general. The society in general is more concerned about the quality of life. The government decided to give subsidy to the jute industry to promote this business. Next situation, demand for sarees may be high in India but almost negligible in Europe. Identify and explain the feature and component of business environment highlighted here. Next question, Mr. Manmohan owns an electronics shop in a small city. He happened to attend a seminar on the impact of globalization on commerce and trade. He was surprised to see how technology has brought the people so close that has increased the scope of doing business at a large scale. He was excited to apply the technology in his business. Now, from the basis of this, answer which dimension of business environment is referred to here. Explain briefly. What more should Manmohan do to expand his business? Suggest any two. Read the chapter thoroughly, follow the given reference links. With the help of these reference links, you can have a thorough explanation with you about the related topics. So we can answer these questions. First question, why is it said that business environment is uncertain? What is included in political environment of business? What is included in legal environment of business? Why is business environment called dynamic? What is included in the technological environment of business? Which of the following is a journal force of business environment? What are the 5 elements of business environment? Last question, what are the types of business environment? So this was all about the business environment. Here we have covered the different topics. Thank you, class. Now